It's been a while. So last week, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of rain. So I think we ended the week at about 12 that we didn't get to. So because they gave insane quantities of rain again this week, we just started our list off where we left off and started with those 12. So we've been kind of jumping back and forth to different people. There's no rhyme or reason to what we're doing. They give lots of rain again today. We are out and about in this moist weather. Alright, folks, this is number 2 for the day. Got my little courtyard piece done with the trimmer. Jason's mowing the back. We finished up the front first. Blew all my roadway off. As you can see, mud. The lawn was a bit damp. There's a few spots that had a little bit of water, but not enough to really make too much of a mess. And if you can see, it's not looking promising today either. But sure is making the lawns green and grow. So, we got rained out last week. Got to bring the mower to the shop, the 2200. Got rained out again. Got to go pick the mower up from the shop. And we're a little bit nervous about it. I think it's got to go back. So, I'll show you in this next clip what it sounded like when we got it. Okay, so yesterday was a failed attempt at filming. Sorry. New day. Got rained out yesterday, but got a lot of maintenance done to the 3200s. That'll be back in rotation soon. So we are starting today with these yards here. So normally, these are on Tuesday. Today is Friday. But we're at 7 days, because we mowed these last Friday. It's been a jump around, mow what you can sort of month. So stay tuned. Maybe I can get some footage today. If you've been watching us for a while, this is the crazy ditch that we did whenever we first took this property on, and we've been keeping it up pretty good. The better grass seems to be coming in more than the field pasture grass, and the customer got all right here leveled out and put sod all around right here and part of the front of the house, so that hopefully that'll start taking over. So, but it's coming along good. What do y'all think? Jason still got to mow. He's trimming first, just like me. Alright, and on the property I'm over here working on, the customer contacted me and told me that this little corner bed is not exactly coming out the way she's been trying to get it to come out. So she wants to grow grass here instead, but we're going to take it out in stages. I kind of knocked everything down this time so that she has time to pull out any plants that she wants to keep or move to a different bed, and then we can slowly bring it down to where we can get grass to grow in here. So I think it'll look nice. Alright, so like I said, hard for me to remember to video when we're trying to mow. We got those 3 done, got another property mowed. It's very wet, and as you can see, it looks as though it shall be raining shortly again. But got this one all mowed. Jason's at that property mowing. Still have to trim everything up, but we're getting it done as best we can. Alright, so I don't know if y'all realized, but we have names for our mowers. So, well, we got the big boy, the 32. We got Stanley, the Stander. Bueller, the X-Mark. 22 over here didn't have a name yet. Couldn't figure out what to name it, so just let it go. Well, ever since we've been having, ever since we got it fixed and it's been having issues, we got to bring it back to somebody else. It does this thing, like, well, I don't know if you saw it in the video, but it's like very weird. But now it's starting to, while we're mowing, it'll kind of sputter a little bit here and there. So, just like out of the blue, I asked Jason, which lawnmower do you want? You want Stanley or Sputterman? So, I think that's his new name. I don't want it to sputter forever, but the name kind of stuck. So, oh well.
So this year has been kind of crazy with all the rain and all the customers, and we just really haven't had time to do anything. And I've been neglecting my maintenance on all my equipment for sure. And one of the things I need to do is I need to change the hydro oil on my Stander, the Z2 52-inch. And for those of you who follow the channel, you know that I've replaced those wheel motors last year sometime. At 1,000 hours, one of them went out. And instead of just replacing the one or fixing it, I just went ahead and spent $3,000 and bought 2 new ones since I like the machine so much and I wanted to keep it. So they replaced it, and I've had to add oil to the reservoirs a couple of times, at least on one of the reservoirs. So I don't know if anything's wrong with the new wheel motors or anything, but I'm gonna have to check that out. So I'm gonna put it up on jack stands and see what's going on with that. And if nothing's wrong, I'm just gonna go ahead and change the hydro fluid. I think I've got probably 200-300 hours on it since last year, so it's definitely time. So y'all stay tuned. Let's see what we can get into. I wanted to do a quick follow-up on the last video we just did on the Ferris 3200 bolt replacement here on the suspension. I wanted to note that after reviewing the video when I was editing it, that they have a Zerk fitting right underneath that bolt. Underneath, I can't really show it to you because it's dark and it's in a weird spot. But if you feel up under there, you'll feel a little Zerk fitting for grease. And I've never greased it the whole time I've owned the machine in over 2,000 hours. So that could be a good contributing factor why the bolts broke on each side, one at 1,000 hours and one at 2,000 hours. Probably from the friction, you know, not being able to slide around like it needed to in those bushings. So if you own this machine, you might want to go ahead and grease that if you didn't know about it. Alright, let's get to the Z2. Alright, so I got it on jack stands. I still have the jack under it. Also still have the motor hoist hooked to it, just in case. Just mainly wanted it off the ground where I can get under there pretty easy. It's not quite level, so can't really tell with the oil reservoir. You're supposed to have just a little bit in each one, but even with it sitting on the ground level, this one has been like you can't even see it in the tank. Even when the engine is warm and you've been using it for a while, it usually builds up about halfway. This one reaches up to the halfway point, but this one you still don't see it. And I just noticed I've got a little bit of a leak on my trailer on the floor, so that's not a good sign. So we're gonna, hopefully it's just a filter or something that's loose and not a seal on the new motor, because I don't have time for this to be down in the shop again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by pulling the wheels off just to get easier access to look at everything, blow off all the excess debris so we can see what's going on. Alright, so this side doesn't look too bad. It's still dirty, but no like wet oil anywhere from what I can see. The last time we replaced the wheel motors, this side went out, but both of them are brand new. We'll look at this side, and as you can see, I don't know if you can tell with the light. Let's see. There we go. Let me take that light away. As you can see, it's kind of nasty and dirty, wet looking. So I'm going to take some compressed air and clean it up a bit and see if I see anything obvious. Alright, so I'm going to take these 4 bolts out right here, the 1/2 inch bolts. That's going to remove this panel and get a little bit more access to look at everything. So they're actually not bolts, they're nuts. Takes a little finesse to get it out. Alright, so I went ahead and took the cover off of the oil filter. It's kind of like a little thing that protects the oil filter. And it's 2 3/8 bolts that hold it in place, one here and one there. And I didn't take this side off yet, but I just blew everything off with the air compressor, with the compressed air, and it doesn't look too good because I was hoping just the oil filter was leaking and I would just have to change the oil, but it seems like it's really wet way up here somewhere. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I may have to bring it into the dealer because that's something I don't know anything about. It's got 1,433 hours on it now. I'm hoping the manufacturer has a warranty and the dealer can work with me, because I don't want to pay another $1,500 for a new one installed. We'll have to see. I'm going to have to put it back together and we'll go to the dealer.
We dropped the lawnmower off this morning very early. We mowed 8 lawns. It's Monday and we're finishing up some yards that we normally do on Thursdays, but they are extraordinarily wet, and this is the first day that it's been dry enough to mow. So now we're going to go do our common grounds and then start on our Sunday and Monday yards. Guys, do not be this guy. That trailer has no back, no lights, and you cannot read the license plate because it's crushed it. Don't be this guy. Look at that nice scalp job. 3200 just got put back in action and I had a flat.
So we got the worst luck ever. I don't have a flat on this mower, but I did get a flat on that mower. And the only way to get it on the trailer is to take this wheel off of this mower, put it on that one, drive it on the trailer, swap wheels again and put it back on. All because I don't have a spare tire with me.
And it's got a tube in it.
Yeah, that tire has a tube. You can't just plug it and air it up. So I gotta get it back to the tire place and get another tube put in. And it's a 26-12-12. It's an oddball size. They don't stock nothing like that. So there's that.
So might take a little longer with the 52, but I'm gonna be here working on this while he gets the tire fixed. Fun times! Alright, we are doing another divide and conquer. We started doing these properties this way. We're going to park right here. I'm going to ride over there and do O'Reilly's. And then while that's going on, Jason is going to ride across the street and do that property. So, let's get it done. Alright, I'm at O'Reilly's. Remember I said it's been raining constantly and it's really saturated? This is day 3 of no rain at this particular property and day 2 of full sunshine. Full sunshine. I am still not going to be able to mow this whole property. Let me show y'all. There's still standing water all right here. And this is a drier section. So that means that section back there is going to be full of water. And then I thought it was going to be dry enough when I drove through here, but apparently not, because I left a black line. But at least that means I can get the mower and make one pass there, and then I'll have to trim all of that. So there's that. Do y'all remember the beginning of this year? We lost the property. We used to do O'Reilly's and the bus place right next to it. New guy took it over. I think it's been like 3 weeks since he mowed it. And he finally came and mowed it yesterday. Do you want to see what he did? You want to see how good a job he did? Let's see. It's not terrible. I mean, it was tall. So there's going to be hay. Let's check out the very back. Wow, that's a nice job there, buddy. When you pay cheaper, you get a cheaper result. So, I hope they're appreciating his great work. Alright, we're in the back corner now of that property. Again, I say, you get what you pay for. Cheaper is not always better. But I guess, if you don't care what it looks like, cheaper works. Alright, so I've run the mower over everything that was dry enough for me to mow. As you can see, there's big giant sections right there that I couldn't get into. We're talking at least ankle deep water in there. So what I'm going to do is along the line, the cut line, I'm going to just kind of bevel it. That's the best I can do for now. And it won't be dry the rest of this week, so might be another week or two before we can cut that section. Alright folks, mine is all done. Mowed, trimmed, blown up. Alright folks, we are at our next property. Did 2, this is the next one for today. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to this last week because every time we came here it was raining. Tried like 4 times. So it'll be a rough cut because it's been 2 weeks. But Get it all nice and neat. Alright, so we finished that one up, and we're at our next set of properties. Alright, we're mowing that one and that one. That property, we were taking care of it. She says she doesn't need us anymore. We are only going to be doing 2 side by side now, but we'll get these done. Alright folks, can you tell me which one's the shopping cart and which one's the car? That is too cute. It's hot. Tomorrow starts 4 or 5 days of rain chances. Not just rain chances. Localized flooding chances. So, fun. I'm trying to get as much mowed as possible. We are at one of our bigger properties. Lower elevation, stays wet when it rains a good bit. Let me show y'all. Got everything all trimmed up. Jason got the front mowed. He's in the back mowing right now, and I can't help him with that. Why can't I help him? We had a repeat of Monday. Let me show y'all. Poor little lawnmower. Monday we put a tube in that tire. Today is Wednesday. It's down again. Folks, this has not been our month. So, I'm going to sit in the truck. Hope he gets done fast. Hello again, everybody. So, it is almost 6:30, August 20th, Saturday. We've been pretty darn lucky. Rain's been kind of spotty here and there. In that regard, we've been a little lucky. We have 3 of our 4 mowers down. The 2200 is in the shop. The engine's acting stupid. It's burning really rich. Goes through like a tank of gas in like 2 hours of mowing. Stanley is in the shop because one of the wheel motors that we replaced last year, so he's in the shop. And the 3200 has flat tire, as you remember from earlier in the video. So we are running around with Bueller. Hopefully we got 14 done so far. 15. Hopefully we can get 2 more done. We can start our work week on Sunday, tomorrow. Only 5 yards behind. Alright folks, looks like we are going to finish this one in the nick of time. It's getting a little dark, but Jason got him some beautiful diagonal straps going on here. Got it all trimmed up, blown, and normally Jason mows and then I come back behind him and run the double cut, because this grass, this lawn, is kind of in a bottom. Both of these that we're doing this one and that one, and so it holds water and it grows very, very fast with the slightest amount of moisture and high heat. So normally we have 2 mowers. Jason will make the first few passes while I do the trimming and blowing, and then I will pick up the other lawnmower and run back over the stripes to give it a double cut and get rid of all of the clippings. But since we're only running with Bueller, I get a little break. Tomorrow is our normal big lawn day. And since the tire shop does not open until Monday, so we can't get 3200 up and running, we are going to be borrowing the old X-Mark, the one that came before Bueller, that we sold to my dad. So we're going to be borrowing that one tomorrow. And fingers crossed, we have a week that we mow everybody that's supposed to be mowed. But we'll see. I will try and remember to vlog so that you will know how our week is going. It's been a rough one. I'm ready for the end of September when it starts to slow down. And we'll see y'all next time.